In the year 2097, Earth believed it was alone in the universe. It wasn't. Hidden among the stars, a war had already begun. Interior, a dark, high-tech command room buried deep beneath the Earth's surface. The air is still, silent. Only the soft hum of machines breathes in the background. Monitors glow with cold, flickering light, painting ghostly patterns on them. Scientists' faces, a screen pulses once, twice, then again. Doctor. Lena Orion voice trembling, eyes locked on the waveform. It's repeating, every 13 seconds. She leans closer, her fingers hovering just above the controls, afraid to touch as if the signal might disappear. Doctor. Lena Orion softer now. It's not random, not noise. It's structured. Like it was built, Commander Rex steps forward. A tall figure wrapped in shadow. His face sworn by war, but this unnerves even him. Commander Rex gruff, steady. Where's it coming from? The room tightens. A young technician slowly turns around, his face pale under the fluorescent lights, tech specialist voice quiet, almost afraid, from deep space. But the coordinates are not on any map. Unknown origin. And sir, it matches a pattern. From 1977, everyone freezes. Tech specialist can't. The wow. Signal, a beat of silence. Then the room dims. A red alert blinks softly. The screen distorts, showing the old signal logs. The numbers, 6 Equage 5, the strange spike. The moment humanity looked up and heard something calling back. VO begins as the screen fades to black. Then images flash like memories from a dream. The world was made to forget. Narrator VO calm. Mysterious. For decades, the truth was locked in vaults. Hidden in files marked top secret. Clips. Flicker rapidly a UFO crash in the desert under a blood-red sunset. Soldiers rush in. Wreckage covered with tarps. A metallic fragment glows briefly before being sealed away. We see faded black and white photos of beings too thin, too tall lying still under hospital lights. Autopsy tools gleam. Eyes stare without blinking. Narrator VO they called. Them myths. Delusions. Conspiracies. But governments knew. Corporations knew. The silent elite watched from towers of glass and steel. As the stars whispered secrets they couldn't control, images shift. Men in dark suits shaking hands behind. Closed doors. A child's drawing of a spaceship confiscated by men in uniform. A secret meeting, underground 11 chairs. One empty. Narrator VO, they silenced the witnesses. Buried the evidence. Burned the questions. Now cut to a high-tech. Holographic star map. Stars blink slowly. Then one begins to flash red. Zoom and the label appears. Eli S7A, the signal is back. And this time, it's louder. Location. Moon base midnight Silencithy camera glides over the desolate lunar surface. Above, Earth floats in silence, distant, fragile, unaware. Below, buried within a gray mountain, lies a doorway of black steel, the entrance to humanity's deepest secret. Inside, a massive chamber pulses with energy. Light panels trace geometric paths across the walls, not human in design. Scientists, soldiers, and silent watchers in suits oversee the final preparations. Commander Rex voice sharp. Low, you're being sent beyond reach. No signal. No safety. No return. He faces 4 figures silhouetted against the cold blue light of the launch bay. Each chosen for what they are and what they carry within. Doctor. Lena Orion, a brilliant astrophysicist. But her DNA contains anomalies, sequences not found in any human registry. Kai Reeves' orphan pilot, haunted by dreams he can't explain, drawn to the stars since childhood. Zane, a fusion of man and machine. He moves with precision, but sometimes he smiles like he remembers being human. Vera, not of this world, once part of the Gray Collective. Now, a defector, a traitor, a witness. Their ship waits the observer, shaped like a living manta ray, its surface smooth and organic, silently breathing with a light of its own the engines ignite with. A whisper, not fire, but a ripple in space itself. The launch begins. As the observer vanishes into hyperspace, a hidden camera blinks online. Far below the moon base, a dark room watches. And records. Silence. Total. Then stars streak like silver rain. Inside the observer, light has no source. Walls shimmer like water. The crew floats in zero gravity, strapped into soft, webbed seats that adapt to their form. Kai stares out the window. Space bends. Colors twist where they shouldn't exist. He feels it not just in his eyes, but in his bones. Kai quietly to Vera, "Why did you leave your people?" Vera sits opposite him, eyes closed, floating cross-legged like a priestess. She opens her hand. A small crystal hovers, glowing. Faint blue, pulsing in rhythm with her breath. Vera coldly. They betrayed the universe first. She brings the crystal closer. It spins slowly in the air, casting reflections of alien symbols across the walls. Vera gazing into it. This was taken from Elysia, not a world, but a beginning. The first spark. The ancient source. She looks at Kai. Her voice softens. Not emotion, but memory. Vera, you dream of fire and light, don't you? Of voices not your own. Kai doesn't answer, but his eyes widen. He's seen that crystal before. In sleep, or in something deeper. Suddenly, the ship trembles. A faint hum grows louder, not mechanical, but musical. A deep harmonic note, like a whale's song echoing through space. Doctor. Orion appears holding a device. She scans the air and frowns. Doctor. Orion, we just crossed into uncharted space. There's something ahead. Alive, Zane tightens the straps on his arms. His voice, filtered and smooth, breaks the silence. Zane, welcome to the unknown. Exterior, orbit of an uncharted world. The observer slows. Stars regain their shape. Space stabilizes. Before them a planet unlike any charted by humans. Dark blue oceans swirl endlessly. Storms spiral with unnatural symmetry. Electric veins. A violet light dance across the atmosphere like living things. Doctor. Orion whispers. Elysia, as they descend. The ship trembles softly, like it senses something ancient. The clouds part, revealing a surface untouched by time. Black stone stretches across canyons not shaped by nature, but carved. Massive alien structures rise from the land. Twisted towers, spiraled spires, and statues of creatures with wings of light and eyes made of crystal. The landing site is a plateau surrounded by silence. No animals, no wind, just presence. The crew disembarks. Every step echoes unnaturally. The sky above flickers a faint shimmer, as if the planet wears a veil of forgotten energy. Kai gazing at ruins. This place feels like a dream I had. Long ago, they approach a monolith covered in symbols. Not carved, grown like coral, glowing faintly. Doctor. Orion scanning. The language is self-generating. Alive. And here, she points at a symbol. It pulses in rhythm with her voice, Doctor. Orion reading slowly, it speaks of the source, a force that does not create or destroy, but chooses. A sudden tremor shakes the ground. A pulse of golden light bursts from the monolith, surging. Through the ruins like veins igniting, Kai reaches forward, instinctively touches a glowing panel. The stone responds. Not with movement, but memory. Interior, Kai's mind. A storm of memory, Kai's body stiffens. His pupils dilate. He collapses to the ground. But he doesn't fall. He fades dot in the void. Stars burn backwards. Time folds like paper. He floats in space, but it's not empty. He sees them, reptilian soldiers marching across scorched worlds, symbols on their armor glowing red. Gray scientists operating on human forms. Cold hands, blinking lights. No emotion. A vast circular chamber. Beings of pure energy humanoid, yet formless, seated in a cosmic council. They speak in tones, not words. Yet Kai understands. A voice calls to him not from outside, but from within, ancient voice calm echoing. You are not only of Earth, Kai. His body glows. Lines of light trace across his skin constellations. Ancient voice. The blood of stars runs in you. You are the echo of Elysia. Reborn, he sees flashes. A mother's face, not human. A ship fleeing a collapsing world. A child wrapped in light drifting to Earth. The source, a glowing sphere, orbiting nothing. Guarded. Desired. Forgotten. Kai screams, but no sound escapes. Light consumes him. Back on Elysia, his body jolts. He gasps, eyes wide. Vera kneels beside him. Vera quietly. It has begun, Doctor. Orion, what did you see? Kai looks toward the sky. Not afraid. Not anymore. Kai, I didn't see it. I remembered it. Exterior. Elysia, the ruins become Alivi, the ancient monoliths begin to hum. A low, vibrating sound like a giant creature breathing beneath the ground. Cracks of golden light run through the stone. The air thickens. Time feels. Slower. Zane. Looking up. Something is coming. Above them. The sky shivers like a veil tearing. From that invisible wand, dark shapes emerge. A swarm of drones, metallic, insect-like, silent. Thousands. They descend in spirals, synchronized like. A mind with many eyes, then a deafening boom. The ground shakes. A massive figure descends from the clouds on wings of anti-gravity. He lands without impact. The earth simply yields. The reptilian commander 9 feet tall, armored with plates that pulse red. His face is half mask, half scaled. Flesh. His eyes glow like burning coals. Reptilian leader deep, resonant voice. You should not have come here. This place is not yours. He steps forward. The ruins respond to him. Dark symbols awaken beneath his feet. Reptilian leader. Kant. The source belongs to the Empire. Kai stepping forward. It doesn't belong to anyone. A silent standoff, then chaos. Battle erupts. Vera raises her hands. Gravitational waves bend the air. Drones collapse mid-flight. Doctor. Orion deploys a light field data fractals. Flicker in the air like burning paper. Zane charges into the swarm, arms transforming into plasma cannons. He fires left, right, clean, efficient, unstoppable. The reptilian commander moves like a ghost. He's not fast. He's instant. In one moment, he is watching. In the next, he's behind Zane. A spear of red energy pierces the air, aimed. At Lena, Zane yelling. No, he throws himself into its path. The impact lights the whole plateau. A sound like cracking glass echoes across the ruins. Zane falls. Sparks flicker from his body. His eyes dim. He smiles, Zane softly. B. More than code, Kai. B. Legacy. The sky begins to collapse inwards, not physically, but energetically. The source has been disturbed. Reality here is unraveling Doctor. Orion panicked. The feedback loop. We triggered a planetary failsafe. This place is about to fold into itself. Vera, we have seconds. No more. They carry Zane's body onto the observer. Systems flicker. Core overloaded. Kai places his hand on the console. It responds not to his flesh, but his bloodline. Kai, take us home. The ship jumps. The sound not of engines, but of history being torn open. Interior, the observer. Light stabilizes. They sit in silence. Blood. Burnt air. Crystals cracked. But alive. Doctor. Orion whispers. The signal. It wasn't a call. It was a warning. Kai stands. He stares out into space. The stars no longer look silent. Kai. No, it was a key. And I just unlocked the first door. Cut to the star map. Eli S7A stops blinking. Then, a new red dot begins to flash. Label Euro 9X, signal found. Interior, deep Earth. Undisclosed location. Unknown time. The camera drifts through pitch-black corridors, walls made of dark concrete and old steel. The hum of ancient machinery pulses low, like a heartbeat buried under centuries. A massive glass door hisses open, revealing a circular chamber lined with obsidian. Dim lights hover above, not bulbs, but glowing geometric runes that float unnaturally in midair. Dot in the center, a table. Not made for humans, its surface is smooth, without seams, and reacts subtly to sound and breath. Around it 11 cloaked figures. Silent. Watching, each one sits motionless, faces hidden by deep hoods. Their robes shimmer slightly, woven with material that bends light, as if resisting observation. On a large curved screen above them, we see it, footage from the observer. Kai, standing in the ruins of Elysia, glowing, eyes filled not with fear but memory. A hand moves. Bony, pale, with rings that bear symbols not of Earth. A button is pressed. The footage pauses, mysterious voice slow, ancient, cold. He has touched the source. A second voice, female, melodic but hollow, joins. Second voice. It has awakened in him, just as the prophecy warned. A third voice, deeper than the others, whispers like wind scraping stone. Third voice, the war has begun again. They all sit in silence. No panic, only inevitability. One figure leans forward. Their voice is barely audible, yet everyone hears it as if spoken directly into their thoughts. Final voice whispers, prepare. The Ascension Protocol. A metallic tone sounds like a gong struck in the void. Lights dim. The screen fades. The hidden war, a soft pulse, like a signal echoing in deep space. Episode 2, coming soon. Bloodlines among